Hello and welcome back to the 30-day Nature Connection Challenge. And today it's a wet and cold and grey day, so it's just lightly raining. I guess it sort of brings the question of, what do you do when it's like that, when perhaps you feel a bit less inclined to go outside. And actually, my answer to that is to embrace it and to get curious. It's actually the perfect opportunity to befriend what is, and to love what is. So I'm just taking the time just to notice the raindrops, for instance, just watching the patterns, the drips, where the droplets have settled on plants and so on. So this is a really good exercise in just letting go of any judgment and just getting curious, turning a kind of playful curiosity to the experience. So it can be very much sort of just being with, what happens when it rains. Are there any animals about? I can hear the parakeets. So the parakeets clearly still noisy when it's raining. So there's that. It can be really interesting just watching the interaction of the rain on the water. And then it's, what kind of rain is this? It's a very, very fine sort of drizzly rain. Really, really tiny droplets. So just, getting curious with that. Just sort of noticing, how they settle on the surface. I'm just looking at a sort of, really wet, glistening soil over there by a sort of dragonfly perch. And so, just there's kind of some worm casts, so just noticing maybe the colours. What are things like when they're wet, compared to when they're dry? All sorts of things. And noticing the scent, noticing sort of mosses and noticing the plants, because this is wonderful for the plants. This is the fact that it's raining. I'm really feeling with them almost a sort of celebration. This is not much rain, but it's wonderful for them. Just sharing in their joy in that. They're really getting just what they need. And just over here there's some wallflowers. Let's see if I can get closer without falling in the pond. Wallflowers just with these tiny drops of rain, little beadlets of rain on the leaves, and they kind of look yellowy. So where the droplets of rain have settled, they look kind of yellow on the leaves. The water's actually making it look a different colour. So that's interesting. I'm just noticing down here these red dead nettles, which are wonderful little flowers. And often regarded as weeds perhaps, but really, really valuable to wildlife. So but I've moved away now from the rain and the water, but just wanted to share as I was noticing that. There's a spider web with water droplets in. That's really what I do when the weather's a bit wet and grey, just to use it as a practice of acceptance and non-judgment. And actually it can be pretty wonderful. There's a bird, it might be a crow over in the tree over there, seems to be just having a bit of a wash in this sort of light drizzle. It's kind of perfect conditions. It's not going to get their feathers too wet, because that's not good for birds. They won't be able to fly if their feathers get too wet. But just this light drizzle, just a chance to get clean. Isn't that wonderful? And just you can see like they're having a proper bath, just ruffling all the feathers and having a preen. Lovely. But all these things you would never know unless you come out in the rain. So I'll leave it there for today, and look forward to seeing you again tomorrow.